Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. We're back again on Life Realities.
Yeah.
So, Abbas and I, as always, aka Oloye, we're going to be talking about bonding.
Yeah.
Just bonding as a topic because people these days they struggle
Mm.
with bonding. That could even be a case of a parent to their child. It could come from couples. It could come even from what's it called? From people that are not even married yet.
Yeah.
And
Normal friendship.
normal friendship,
Yeah.
between two opposite
people.
sexes.
Yeah.
So bonding can happen in so many different ways, but we will try as much as possible to touch base on those important places that we feel could help bonding, to just create pretty much like a stimulant for people to be able to see ways which one can bond. Bond effectively. So, a number one for me when it comes to that is like my partner and I, we do go on walks, for instance, say around the like a lake, because here in Newfoundland there is this lake that they call Kidividi, and that's pretty much where we used to go, maybe once a week, for instance. Try it out and see if it's something that can work.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Brother Yemi. Okay, so don't forget we are still talking about some of the activities that helps relationship, friendship to bond effectively. And I just want to quickly talk about giving.
Giving?
Yes. And when you talk about giving is not limited to money.
Yes.
So I know already you are thinking of money.
When you just said that now, sorry to call you, like that was what came to my mind. But then thank you for sharing that. Thank you for clarifying that and putting that disclaimer there.
Yeah.
Of course, giving can come in so many different
ways. Exactly. So giving helps you to bond with your partner, with your friend, with your husband, with your wife, even with your parents. Yes. So you can give time. You can give people time. As a matter of fact, time is one thing that when you give it to someone, you can't get it back. So it's that important. Some people don't see it in that light, but see, time is very precious. You can't get it back. A part of you has gone forever. So if someone is intentional about giving you time, just know that that person cares for your relationship, that relationship that you guys are doing together. Just like I decided to make time for you, and you also did the same thing for me. That is why it is possible for us to be here.
True.
You see, that is giving.
That was really, really profound. But it's like you cannot get it back.
Exactly.
That is
exactly.
Thinking about that now after you said it, it's and it's true.
It's true.
It's true.
So when it comes to bonding, you must be willing to give someone time. Yes. Because how can you bond with someone if you don't have the time to spend with that person?
True.
It's not possible.
True.
It's when you have time to spend with someone that you guys will get to know each other better. You get it now. And another thing I want to say, you claim to be someone's friend, you claim to be in a relationship with someone, but there is no effective communication. There must be that gift of effective communication.
At all times.
Yes. Communication is the lifeline of every relationship.
Yes.
So you can't claim to say you love someone or you value this relationship and you guys don't communicate. So what are you doing? So someone can stay a week without reaching out. For me, you can't bond that way. Because the more you talk to someone, the more you get closer to someone, the more you get to know something about that person. And that will help you to know where you can come in to be of help to that person.
That's true.
So effective communication is very, very key. Very important. So you tell me you value my friendship. Saying it is not enough. You need to act it. How many times do we talk? And what are we even talking about?
When we talk.
Exactly.
Because talk is different from talk.
Exactly.
You know, there are some people that, I mean, you can just be talking about BBL and all those things. And like, where is that heading? But if you're talking about, say, growth, and I just bought a land, for instance, in my home country. What do you think about this? Like, maybe in the future I'm thinking about that, or I'm thinking about that.
Another thing that came to my mind is giving. Like, this giving now is being thoughtful about that relationship and that friendship and the person that is inside. Some people are not thoughtful.
How do you mean?
Okay, this is what I mean. Some people feel they are in a relationship,
yes,
but it's all about them. You don't bond that way.
Yeah.
So they come to you, all they do is they get, they take. No, relationship bonding doesn't happen that way. You get, in a relationship, bonding is more like you keep a box here. So someone you are putting in and I'm putting in. You get it now?
Yes.
So it's not something that I'm the one that is always putting in and you are at the side of taking it out. It will get to a level that nothing will be left inside that box.
Because you are not putting anything
exactly
in the box.
So it's a contributive effort. Two people must be willing to bond for it to work. So that is what I mean by being thoughtful. You are thoughtful. So you go to somewhere and you already have your friend in mind. So you get something, you see something and you are like, oh, this would look good on this, my friend. Without the person giving you money to get it or even thinking about, you get it. When you come back, you give it to the person. That is thoughtfulness in relationship, and it helps bonding a lot.
Yes. And speaking about thoughtfulness too, even in bonding, I feel like even for relationships too, probably it could be from the guy or from the lady. And as you said about communication, right? From the conversations you've had with your partner in a relationship, and you've known, for instance, that okay, this my partner likes to talk about, say, flowers, different kinds of flowers, or different kinds of plants, for instance, right? On that person's birthday, for instance, you can easily just get a plant, or any kind of plant. You don't have to be, we do research about plants, but just get a plant, right? And you wrap it up, you make it at least as decent as possible, and you present it to to your partner. I'm sure your partner would appreciate that.
Exactly. And that
irrespective of the price you bought the plant.
It's not even about the price. That is how bonding is being done.
Yeah.
And as we were saying something, another thing that came to my mind is what I call healthy compromise.
Healthy compromise.
Yes. You really want to bond with your partner, with your family, you must be willing to compromise. Because this person that you are in relationship with is not perfect. So there are some things the person will come up with that is not consistent with your value system.
True.
So how are you going to work around that? That is where healthy compromise comes in. Because you also have your own.
Yes.
That
is very true.
Yeah.
That is very true. You also have your own.
Yeah.
That other person is also trying to
ready to compromise. So if you are not ready to adopt that healthy compromise, forget about bonding.
Because it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So it requires the intentionality of
healthy compromise.
Yeah, healthy compromise. Wanting to just bond.
Yeah.
And that energy has to come from both sides.
Exactly.
It has to synchronize pretty much. Because if that is not happening, there's no how
bonding will happen. Yeah.
Or even in a case of somebody who is even traumatized. Say like you are asked to take care of someone who is even traumatized. For you to be able to bond with that person, you have to be willing. Fine, that person that is traumatized might not be wanting to bond, but in as much as you're willing to say like come to their level and having that open-mindedness as well to listen and see how both of you can meet on both grounds.
Exactly.
I feel that should also help.
Yeah.
Even in the workspace now.
Yeah.
That's even what I'm looking at. Even in the workspace.
That's true.
You know, to meet them at their level and see how, because bonding does take place from there. Because from there you'll be able to know what that person wants.
Yeah.
And gradually it builds.
Exactly.
It builds up and it builds up and it builds up and it builds. It's just like a baby too. Say a year-old baby or 2-year-old baby. Because there was a time when I was in Nigeria and my niece, I think she was 2 or 3 years old then, and she always cries, right, about things. And I mean, at that point in time, my uncle left her with us in the house. Nobody knew what she wanted at the point when she was crying. But I mean, our speech wasn't that clear yet. But of course, I needed to listen. I needed to be patient.
Give her that care.
And give her that care that was needed at that point in time, because she kept on crying, up until I was able to just figure out something. Say like, try things out and see, you know, that okay, is this what she wants? Is it yogurt? Is it this? It was actually yogurt on that day. And I, gave it to her, and from there she appreciated it.
Nice.
And then she looked at me and smiled.
Wow.
Right?
Nice.
And from then there was the bonding process, because from then she always comes to me to carry her and carry her. And like you rightly said, bonding requires a lot of intentionality actually.
Yeah. So what I also want to add, as we were talking, another point came to my mind. Don't forget, we are still talking about bonding.
Yes.
And it takes a whole lot of things for people to bond. Appreciate little effort.
Appreciating little effort.
Yeah. It makes people know that they are seen.
That is true.
Yeah. I mean, just like, I don't know, before we started this podcast, I received a call. And I told you I went to Toronto.
Yes.
And there's this guy that is handling sound. So when we had break, I just went to him. I told him, I see what you are doing. Thank you. I mean, he was surprised. It was like, what am I doing? I said, are you not the one doing the sound for us? Thank you. You are doing an amazing job. I mean, a lot of people may not notice it, but I see what you are doing. I mean, he opened up.
From there.
He's the one that is calling me. Is that not bonding?
That is bonding. That is bonding.
Yeah. Appreciate little effort.
Appreciating little effort. And that is true. That is actually very, very,
I mean, the
very
next
true.
thing that happened, it was like, please let me have your number. He just reached out, right? And he's already looking forward to see me in Toronto again. So it cut across every area of your life. In your relationship, your partner is doing so well, trying to put things, mops the house, and you come in, you overlook it. You do as if it's nothing.
You don't make any comments about those things.
She makes her nails, she makes her hair, and you don't even notice it. You want to bond.
You don't
bond that way. So someone gives you something, the person expects you at least a thank you.
A thank you. The magic word.
And you are just doing as if you gave the person money to keep for you. No thank you.
Nothing.
What do you expect will happen
next time?
That you can't create bonding that way.
That's
so
true.
You must be willing to appreciate little effort. It gives the person room to do more and to bond.
That's true.
Because obviously the person knows that, the little things I'm doing, he or she is seeing.
He's seeing them.
Yeah.
That's true. And I feel we've actually said even more than 5.
We have really touched a
whole lot of things here. Another thing again, even for in a relationship, is doing indoor activities. And I'm saying you have to be intentional about this one. Games together, say like it could even be Ludo.
Yeah.
Ludo is there.
Scrabble
is there.
Yeah, draft. Depending on the ones that you guys are comfortable with.
Exactly. Or chess. So I think that's where we're going to leave it at when it comes to topic of bonding. And just as always, you can put down those thoughts and share your comments. If you sort of disagree to anything that we've said, or you want to add to what has been said, we'll be looking forward to them. And yeah, it's a community here. We are learning from each other. So we are looking forward to hearing from you guys when it comes to the topic of bonding. Then if there's anything else you want to add, please do add them, and keep smashing those likes. We'll see you guys same place, same channel. Take care.
All right. Bye.